A big day for the presidential candidates as voters decided their choice in the Republican and Democratic primaries.
Our Charles Benson joins us now. He's speaking with the chairman of the Republican National Committee. Charles?
All right, thank you, guys. We are joined live in D.C. by the chairman of the Republican National Committee, Reince Priebus. Reince, thank you very much for joining us here on Live at noon. Now, let me ask you, you're a guy from Wisconsin. You know it's been a battle here between Donald Trump, Ted Cruz, and John Kasich. It looks like we're expecting here a win by Ted Cruz. If that happens, what impact will that have on the race?
Well, the impact, Charles, is the talk of a contested convention is going to become even more prevalent than it is now, obviously. And then there's going to be 2 weeks of basically not a whole lot as far as contests go. So the narrative coming out of Wisconsin, whoever wins, is going to have, I think, a profound effect on the election. So I think everyone understands it. You look at the Democrats too, Charles, Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton. The effect of tonight in Wisconsin is going to also have a tremendous effect on the narrative on their side of the aisle.
Well, let me ask you about the convention since you brought it up. Are you expecting a civil war at that convention in Cleveland in July?
Well, I'm not expecting an actual civil war.
Well, you know what I mean. I mean, you're talking
really
about a number of folks here concerned about an open convention and what impact that will have on the party.
Well, look, I mean, that's the job of mine and so many others to do whatever we can to promote unity and make sure that people feel like they're being treated fairly. Obviously, someone is going to win and someone is going to lose. And the key there is to make sure that the people that don't win feel like, at the very least, the rules were laid out, that the convention was fair, that everyone understood the rules going in. And
well, let me ask you about the rules.
I'm trying to do that every day.
Let me ask you about the rules, because there's, as you know, there's going to be people who want to have a draft Paul Ryan movement if there is an open convention. Do you think there should be a rule that if you were not a candidate in this race, that you cannot be a candidate in an open convention?
You know what, the rule's simple. I mean, there is a rule, and the rule says that you have to get a majority of 8 states in order to be placed in nomination.
But that was the 2012 rule.
You know, whether I understand, I get it, Charles, but look, Paul Ryan's not running. Paul Ryan is not going to put a floor operation in place. There's no chance in the world that a candidate that has no floor operation, no matter what you do with the rules, is going to be able to gather up the delegates necessary to be the nominee of our party.
Chairman Reince Priebus, thank you very much for joining us.
You bet.